Where was this kind of place when I was a young man? It seems like such a waste, the things I was doing. Now if it's Saturday night and you're lonesome and bored, I know a date you can always afford. Maybe what you're looking for is the Lord. Where can he be found? Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share the best music, Joe, and ministry around. Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share solid grounds.
Hey, welcome to Solid Grounds, a 22-year outreach ministry of St. Stephen's United Methodist Church and the best listening venue in Albuquerque. Now, we are going to be the best in the state because we are almost done with the acoustical project that we began 9 months ago. We are on the last phase of the project, which is the lighting project. And it's turned out to be an expensive project, so we need you to continue to support us. So if you can go to ssumc.com, and contribute whatever you can to this acoustical project. Behind me is the stage, the new stage, and I can't wait for us to offer live shows. So let's continue to pray that this pandemic will dissipate and that we'll be able to gather in this space. My name is Jesse Domprey. I'm the director of the Coffee House Ministry and your host for tonight's show. At Solid Grounds, music is always the food of love. It gives charm to sadness. It gives wings to imagination. It gives life to everything. And those are the words of Plato. And coming to us for the first time, making his debut appearance on East Solid Grounds is Raymy. Raymy Krumrei is a Los Angeles-based singer, songwriter, pop jazz. Sit back, relax, and let Raymy take us on this musical journey. Take it away, Raymy.
Hey, how's everybody doing? My name is Raymy Krumrei, and I'm a songwriter from north of Los Angeles. I want to thank Solid Grounds Coffee House and St. Stephen's United Methodist Church for inviting me to come and play some songs for you guys tonight, including me in this series. I've been writing songs since I was about 14 years old. It's my passion. It's my love in life. And so I thank you for tuning in and letting me share some of my current favorites with you guys. I'm going to start off tonight with a song that I wrote with one of my favorite writing teams, Jonathan Franklin and Nittany Paris. And this is probably one of the first songs we ever wrote together. When we sat down to write the song, John wanted to write something that was like a classic kind of song. And he had this idea of using the word matter in two different ways. So that's the name of this song. It's called Matter. 100 billion stars within the Milky Way, a tiny speck in all the universe, and no one really knows just how far it goes, but here we are for better or for worse. Am I just the sum of subatomic particles out here drifting randomly in space? One thing I know for sure, there must be something more. When I see you, all the pieces fall in place. When I feel like dust, I think of us. We matter. We matter. Love's not a theory or a number, because we need each other. We matter. to feel small and insignificant. We come and go in just a blink of time. But there's no need to worry, you don't have to change the world. See, you've already made a difference in mine. We matter. We matter. Love's not a theory or a number, because we need each other. We matter. When I feel like dust, I think of us. We matter. We matter. Love's not a theory or a number, because we need each other. We matter. We matter. We matter. We exist for one another, so is it any wonder we matter? We matter. We matter. We matter. So, as I mentioned, I've been writing for many, many years. I've done everything from rock and roll bands to musical theater, and been on a new adventure for the last about 6 years, visiting Nashville about 4 times a year, and really trying to get the ins and outs of the country music market, and writing for country music. I love Nashville. I love the writers there. I love the system there. It seems like one of the last places where songwriters are really allowed to be songwriters. So the next song I want to play for you is an example of the kind of music that I've been writing there. This is a song I wrote with a guy named Ron Day, and this song is called Best Man. The other guys had all the luck, I was the one picking up the tugs. It was no big thing then, I was happy to be the wingman, hosting parties and giving toasts, watching couples getting close, perfect for each other. But holding the ring, you wonder just how long till you're gonna find someone to put one on. Now it's you and me at the top of that cake, taking the plunge with a leap of faith. I got the perfect view, standing next to you. Of all the guys you could have chose, you tell me no one else came close, and I still can't believe that I get to be the best man, the best man, the best man for you. From this day on, I promise you, I'll do whatever I gotta do to treat you as a treasure, making the most of forever. Rich or poor, one thing sure, you're what I was waiting for. Now it's you and me at the top of that cake, taking a plunge with a leap of faith. I got the perfect view, standing next to you. Of all the guys you could have chose, you tell me no one else came close, and I still can't believe that I get to be the best man, the best man, the best man for you, and you're the best for me too. Now it's you and me at the top of that cake, taking a plunge with a leap of faith. I got the perfect view, a lifetime next to you. Of all the guys you could have chose, you tell me no one else came close, and I still can't believe that I get to be the best man, the best man, the best man for you, the best man for you. This song is called Light You Up. It can happen anywhere with you. When we're alone or in a crowded room, your eyes meet mine, and our hearts say goodnight. Yeah, I could stay forever in your stare. It's like a secret only we can share. Part history, part possibility. I'd really love to fan those embers into flames. I'll spend my whole life making sure you feel the same. Your smile's my all-time favorite. I am pleasing you is like my drug. I love to light the fireworks inside your eyes that blow my mind. I can't get enough. Yeah, I love to light you up. God only knows how I became the one who gets you shining brighter than the sun. I hope you see that you do the same for me. You make me feel like your whole world when I'm with you. If I can make you happy, girl, I'm happy too. Your smile's my all-time favorite. I am pleasing you is like my drug. I love to light the fireworks inside your eyes that blow my mind. I can't get enough. Yeah, I love to light you up. You make me feel like your whole world when I'm with you. If I can make you happy, girl, I'm happy too. Your smile's my all-time favorite. High and pleasing you is like my drug. I love to light the fireworks inside your eyes that blow my mind. I can't get enough. Yeah, I love to light you. I can't get enough. I love to light you up. So the next song I want to play for you guys is probably my favorite song that I've ever written. This is a song that I wrote with a guy named Warren Sellers, a great writer and good friend, and I wrote this for my daughter, who is 17 years old now. And it's just one of those songs where when I play it out, people seem to react to it differently than any of the other songs that I've written. And happy to say that I recently got a publishing deal on this song, and so just hoping that some artist will come along who connects with and really wants to record it. But this song is simply called Daughter. Years of praying, months of waiting, days spent contemplating how your life is gonna change. Hours of labor, then a second later, you're staring at a person who before was just a name. You got the blankets and the crib and the pink paint, and you think you're ready, but you ain't. What is this? It's like Christmas. Your heart is blowing up. You feel somewhere between Superman and man, I'm not enough. It's crazy, amazing, and scary beautiful. There's so much you want to be for her, so much you still don't know. It's a game changer, a man maker, a life starter when you have a daughter. Soon her crawling will lead to walking, and she climbs up on your lap like she's a princess on her throne. One day you wake up, she's wearing makeup, and instead of doing Barbie's hair, she's working on her own. And then it's boys and some honest conversations, and at times you're gonna test each other's patience. What is this tough business? Watch her growing up. Some days you're still her Superman, some days you're out of touch. It's crazy, she's amazing and scary beautiful. Yeah, you'd like to lock her up somewhere, but man, just watch her go. Yeah, it's a real roller coaster, a heart stopper when you have a daughter. When you have a daughter, you swear much less and open up more doors. When you have a daughter, well, some jokes aren't that funny anymore. When you have a daughter, it's worth the changes that you both go through. When she says, hey Dad, I hope I find a guy who's just like you. What is this? It's like Christmas, 'cause when she's all grown up, you'll swear that you've received the greatest gift there ever was. It's crazy, she's amazing, and still so beautiful. And how a guy like you could get so lucky, you don't know. But you thank God every day that you've got her. When you have a daughter. That one's for Kayla. Well, I think I've got time probably to play you guys one more song. And so I think I'll close with a song called Together. This song was also written again with Jonathan Franklin and Nittany Paris. And with all that we've been going through for this last year, it seems like a really, really appropriate song. And we wrote this song probably about a month before we all got locked down last year. So it's even more appropriate. So I leave you with this song called Together, and that's my wish for you guys, that you would feel the connection with other people, and that those people in your life, you would stay close to them, even though it's a little bit more difficult these days. Tell me if you feel it too, lonely in a crowded room, walls that separate, walls we didn't make, wireless but no connection, pulling us in all directions, labels that define, they're not yours or mine. Resist the distance, lean in and listen. Maybe we'll find what we thought were miles are nothing but inches. To get to understand and to get to hand in hand and to get to 1 + 1 is just enough to get to love and to get to happy endings, to get to you're my friend and to get to a world that's better. We got to get together. Polarized communication colors all our conversation. Imaginary lines feel so real sometimes. It's hard to see the other side when fear becomes a great divide. Different points of view, maybe both are true. Resist the distance, lean in and listen. Maybe we'll find what we thought were miles are nothing but inches. To get to understand and to get to hand in hand and to get to 1 + 1 is just enough to get to love, to get to happy endings, to get to you're my friend and to get to a world that's better. We got to get together, get together, get together, get together, get together. We've got to get together, get together. We got to get together, get together. You can sing it with me now. Get together, get together. 'Cause we got to get together, get together. Get together, get together. We've got to get together, get together. Resist the distance, lean in and listen. Maybe we'll find what we thought were miles and nothing but inches. Well, thank you once again for listening, for joining me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the music. You can check out my website, just my name.com. It's RayMyKrumrei, RayMyKrumrei.com. You can find all these songs here. You can listen to them. And once again, I thank Solid Grounds Coffee House and St. Stephen's United Methodist Church for having me on. Have a great day or night, whatever it is where you are. Thanks.
Raymy Krumrei, ladies and gentlemen, give it up. What a wonderful show, Raymy. We would love to have you in Albuquerque perform off that new stage in a live show, because I think it'll be meaningful and significant for our audience. And so stay safe and well, and be blessed, my friend. And we shall see you on the other side. It's time for the message and a time for trivia and a humor. So which is richer, a bull or a cow? The bull, of course. The cow gives milk and the bull charges for it. And the humor. The humor, a doctor was teaching a Sunday school class of boys, and he tried to impress upon them that they should become Christians so that they can go to heaven. And he posed this question. So what do you have to do before you can go to heaven? And a boy from the back of the class raised his hand and said, get sick and call for you. Pray for me, and may the words of my mouth and meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my Redeemer. Joy. I just wonder how many of us are joyful in this season of pandemic, in this unprecedented season in human history. A panic of a pandemic. Vaccines are here, but we need loads of vaccines in order to inoculate every person in this country, not to mention the whole world, because this is a global pandemic. And if we don't take care of the whole world, we're never going to get out of this thing. And not to mention the socio-economic and political bewilderment and confusion, loss of jobs and loss of businesses, loss of wealth, if you will. So how do you find joy? Somebody says that happiness is generated by happenstance. Joy comes from within. And I have Barbara Johnson, a Fresh Elastic for Stretched Out Moms, talks about joy. Barbara Johnson says this about joy. She writes, we all go through pain and sorrow, but the presence of God, like a warm, comforting blanket, can shield us and protect us and allow the deep inner joy to surface, even in the most devastating circumstances. I know because I've been there, she says. Joy. You can be joyful when you're in the inside. Joy comes from the inside, even in the midst of pain, if you focus on the right object. So when have you felt the most joy in your life? And why didn't it last? What can you learn from its fleeting nature? When have you felt the most joy in your life? Well, Mike Whitmer shares this devotion with us, and the title of that is Never Enough. Frank Borman commanded the first space mission that circled the moon. He wasn't impressed. The trip took 2 days, both ways. Frank got motion sickness and threw up. He said being weightless was cool for 40 seconds. Then he got used to it. Up close, he found the moon drab and pockmarked with craters. His crew took pictures of the gray wasteland, then became bored. Frank went where no one had gone before, but it wasn't enough. If he quickly tired of an experience that was out of this world, perhaps we should lower our expectations for what lies in this one. The teacher of Ecclesiastes observed that no earthly experience delivers ultimate joy. The eye never has enough of seeing, nor the ear is filled of hearing. We may feel moments of ecstasy, but our elation soon wears off and we seek the next thrill. Frank had one exhilarating moment when he saw the earth rise from the darkness behind the moon. like a blue and white swirled marble. Our world sparkled in the sun's light. Similarly, our truest joy comes from the sun shining on us. Jesus is our life, the only ultimate source of meaning, love, and beauty. Our deepest satisfaction comes from out of this world. Our problem? We can go all the way to the moon, yet still not go far enough. What have you felt? When have you felt the most joy? How long did it last? And what can you learn from its fleeting nature? Let us pray. Jesus, Lord, shine the light of your love on us. Grant us an experience of your unspeakable joy that gives us strength. We thank you that you are always there. You care for us. So we cast our cares on you. We cast the cares of sickness and addictions, and we cast cares of financial problems. We cast cares of business failures on you. We thank you for supplying all of our needs according to your riches of glory. For those of us who are sick, oh, that you will send loads of your healing balm and heal body, mind, spirit, and our entire circulatory system. Bring wholeness to the very core of our being. We commend those who have died to your mercy, and those who are mourning to your loving kindness, and those whose lives have been impacted by tragedy and disaster and devastation. We ask that you will grant them the courage and the hope and the strength that they need to endure this season in their lives. Straighten our crooked ways, Lord. And we shall always beseech your face to grant protection and provisions for those who are in the front lines, in the trenches, who are working feverishly to bring about semblance of wholeness and healing in this pandemic. That you would mitigate the side effects of these vaccines. And we shall glorify and exalt your name in the Christ who taught us to pray, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share the best music, Joe, and ministry around. Solid grounds, you're welcome here. Solid grounds, come in and share. Solid ground.